of the century. We offer this superb £321 6-seat dining room suite in real teak, complete with sideboard and cocktail bar, on sale for £39. And the set of ladies and gents golf equipment with golf umbrellas and clothing valued at £392 for only £44. And these are just two of the top bargains which are on sale to the winner of this week's Sale of the Century. What bargains typical of many wonderful sale offers. Meet now the man who pays the money to buy these sale bargains, Nicholas Parsons.
Thank you. Hello everybody and welcome once again to the Sale of the Century. Well, you've already seen two of the super bargains that we have on offer later in the programme, so let us now meet the three lucky people this week who are going to have the chance to buy some of our incredible bargains in the Sale of the Century. First of all, I'd like you to meet Elizabeth Page, who comes from Whittington near King's Lynn. Elizabeth, you're married, you have one daughter, is that right?
Yes.
And what does she do?
Well, she's married and has two children.
Well, isn't that lovely? Grandchildren. How
Yes.
old are the grandchildren?
4 and 2.
Ah, a bit too young to view yet, or do you think they will be watching?
I'm sure they will.
I
Yes,
hope.
yes.
You've done a lot of social work, Elizabeth, haven't
Quite
you?
a bit, yes.
Marriage guidance
Yes.
and
Yes.
the Citizens Advice Bureau.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm sure that all the work that you've done in the social field has probably given you a lot of information.
I doubt it.
I hope it's going to be valuable to you tonight in the Sale of the Century. Elizabeth, would you go and sit in the end seat over there? Over that way.
Very much.
You'll see your name. And I'll introduce the viewers to Colin Scrimmager, who comes from Little Beelings near Woodbridge in Suffolk. That's a lovely sounding place, Colin. Is it very pretty, I'm sure?
Oh,
Right?
a beautiful spot,
Yes.
yes.
Colin, you're married with 3 children, is that right?
That's right.
Are they grown up?
They're grown up.
What ages?
My daughter's 24,
Yes.
my son's 22,
Mhm.
and my other daughter's 19.
And are they all supporting Dad now?
Oh, well, I doubt it.
Anyway, Colin, what is your profession? by the way?
I'm an accountant.
You're an accountant.
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
you're very good at figures and all that sort of thing.
Yes.
Well, I hope you've got a lot of information. You're going to do very well tonight. Colin, would you go and sit next to Elizabeth there, please? And I'll introduce the viewers to Mary Lee, who comes from Hull in Yorkshire. We spread the contestants around all over the East Anglia area, Mary. Now, you're married also, and you have one, is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
And one girl. How old is she?
15.
Oh, yes. And was she still at school, or
Yes.
what? Yes. Mary, you've been going back to school, I believe.
Because I'm ignorant.
No, I'm sure you're not. But I think it's a very good idea when the children get older to go back and learn some more. Keeps your mind occupied. Mary, what subject have you been studying, by the way?
Well, it sounds very good. Sociology and economics, English.
Well, I hope you've got a lot of information to answer some of the questions tonight, Mary. Would you like to sit in the end seat over there? I hope you're all going to be very successful tonight. Pick up some lovely bargains in the Sale of the Century. Well, as always, our contestants begin with £10. The questions are worth either £1, £3 or £5. The first one to press the buzzer has the chance to answer. Hands are gone on the buzzers. Let us start with the first question, always worth £1. A nice, easy one to begin with. A gander is the male of what species of bird? Elizabeth?
A goose.
A goose. Well done. You were very sharp there, Elizabeth. I'll keep your hand on the buzzer all the same, though. You have £11. Now, all right, for £1, what is perjury? Elizabeth?
Not telling the truth when you're sworn to do so.
That's right, when you're sworn to do so. It's very important that when you're in the witness box and you've sworn to tell the truth. Another part, Elizabeth. What use should you make of a skillet? Elizabeth?
You roast things in it, on it.
I'm not a cook. I think I want a bit more information than that. Actually, a skillet, I believe, is it's a small pot with a long handle. You might be able to roast things on it, but they wouldn't be very nice afterwards. So that's why I wanted. So you lose £1, Elizabeth, because I'm afraid that is the wrong answer. But I would keep your hand on the buzzer, ready. All right. Yorkshire is divided into 3 areas. What are they called? Elizabeth?
Ridings.
Yes. What are all 3 called? All 3 areas.
Well, East Riding, West Riding and North Riding.
That is right, because some people have said South Riding before now, which is a book, of course. You have that £1 back that you lost, Elizabeth. Which band leader was associated with Wakey Wakey? Mary?
Billy Cotton.
Billy Cotton, that is correct, and his son is now with the other channel we don't mention on this channel. And which part of a pig is, properly speaking, made into ham? Elizabeth?
The hock.
Not the hock, no, the hind leg or thigh. Oh, bad luck, Elizabeth. You lose £1 for not giving me the right answer that time. And there go the chimes. We have an instant bargain. Who will be tempted? Will they part with some of their money? Or will they save it for the sale of the century? We'll soon find out as Peter Marshall tells us what our first instant bargain is this week.
Nicholas, for just £2, your household cleaning is solved with this very latest £43 vacuum cleaner.
All right, well, Mary pressed her buzzer within the 5 seconds, which is allowed for thought. And as you pressed your buzzer for £2, Mary, you have a super vacuum cleaner to take home with you
With a new
tonight.
one.
Have you got a vacuum cleaner?
It's getting too old.
It's getting too old. You've got a lovely vacuum cleaner. You've only lost £2, which is taken away from the money in front of you. And we now continue with questions still worth £1. What are Kinchinjunga, Kilimanjaro and Ararat? Mary?
Mountains.
They are mountains. You've got £1 of the £2 back. You see, Mary is quick as that. If the taste of something is said to be tart, what is it, Mary? Elizabeth?
Acid.
Yes, it is. Can you be a bit more precise?
Sharp.
Yes, sharp or sour. It could be acid, but it's just mild. I think acid's a bit strong, actually. All right, still for £1. What shape is the piece of chess known as a knight? Mary?
A horse.
A horse's head. That is perfectly correct, Mary. You have your £2 back again. Just to remind the viewers, whoever presses the buzzer first eliminates the other two, and then they have the chance to answer. What is a layette? Elizabeth?
A collection of clothing for a baby.
That is
baby.
right. You had a baby yourself, and I'm sure you had lovely layettes from. Another £1 to you, Elizabeth. What creature came out of Aladdin's lamp? Mary?
A genie.
The genie, yes. Another £1 to you. Simple questions to get us moving with the £1. What is the opposite of the noun ingress? Elizabeth?
Egress.
That is perfectly correct. Or exit you could have had, but egress is the correct one. Another £1, Elizabeth. You have £14. Colin has 10. Mary has 12. Viewers, I tell them what is in front of them because they know what they've got, but they don't always know what their opponents have, and they need to know. Women sometimes have their hair cut in... Sorry, no. Who wrote a symphony, number 6 in F, called The Pastoral? A musical question. The Pastoral. Famous composer. That raspberry tells us 4 seconds is up. That's all that's allowed for thought. Beethoven. Of course you said you knew that one. Nobody got any money out of that. Women, and there go the chimes again. It's another instant bargain. Peter Marshall, what is it this time?
At only £6.55, you can beautify your home with this heavily embossed 10 by 12 foot, £84 Indian carpet.
Well, Mary knows a bargain when she sees one. For only £6.55, rounded off to the nearest pound, that would be £7, Mary. But you've got the most super Indian carpet there. You know, and look at Jenny romping on it there. She looks so much at home.
Later.
I think you'll want to do that
Yes.
as soon as you get it home, won't you, Mary? That's a beautiful carpet. £84 worth of carpet, Mary. That is yours to take home with you. You really, such lovely colours, it'll go with anything. I think you know a bargain when you see one. All right, you're still well in the game, Mary. You have £5. Colin's still on 10. Elizabeth has 14. The questions now go up to £3. So for £3, what 19th century novelist wrote Vanity Fair? Elizabeth.
Thackeray.
Yes, William Makepeace Thackeray. You have £3 more, Elizabeth. Now, a musical question. What was the nationality of the composer Delius? Delius. No, 4 seconds is up. None of you know. He was actually English. Yes, you thought he was English, but you didn't want to run the risk of losing £3. He sounds foreign, doesn't he? But he was English. All right, an historical question. During which century was there a republic in Great Britain lasting for 11 years? Which century? Elizabeth.
The 17th century.
That's right, the
yes.
17th, so 1649 to 1660. Oliver Cromwell. Have you seen the film of Cromwell?
No, I haven't.
It's a marvellous film. You must see it when it comes up to your area. All right, the mouth of the River Rhine is in which sea? The mouth of the River Rhine. It's quite easy, really. It's too late, Mary. You said it before the buzzer, but you didn't press your thing. You could have got £3 more for that. Yes, the North Sea. That was a geographical question. We try and mix the questions up over different subjects so as to be so fair and to give you all a good chance. Now a sporting question. In cricket, what do the initials MCC stand for? Colin?
Middlesex County Cricket.
No. MCC when they're playing for England. There's the raspberry. That was the difficulty. MCC is the Marrowbone Cricket Club. MCCC is the Middlesex County Cricket Club. You will have another C for that, Colin. I'm afraid you lose £3 for a wrong question. All right, and there go the chimes again. But this time it's the open sale. They are not in competition here. Let us ask Peter Marshall what we have on offer in our open sale this week.
And now a look at the low price bargains that we have in tonight's open sale. Starting with a cup of tea from this £16.21 tea maker, going for just £2.95. And a fabulous collection of 6 LPs costing £15 at the record price of only £2. Well, now a useful item in any home. This £15.50, 25-piece dinner service at the knockdown price of £2.40. For just 70 pence, any boy can voyage into the unknown with this exciting spacesuit costing £4.60. And here's something with women in mind, a £5.24 hairdryer going for 82 pence. Well, now a bargain indeed, this £21 auto-change record player, yours for £3.05 pence. If you like football, then for £1.20, you can take those penalty kicks in the comfort of the latest £10.79 football boots. And finally, a little bedroom comfort with £9.56 worth of luxury double electric blanket at the bargain price of 95 pence. And those are the items in our open sale tonight.
Just to remind you of the situation, each contestant in turn will nominate which items they would like to buy, giving us a sale price in 5 seconds. And we usually begin with the person who has most money in front of them. Elizabeth, you have £20. What would you like to buy in open sale in 5 seconds, giving us a sale price starting now?
The tea's made £2.95, the dinner service £2.40, the blanket £95.
That's all right, Elizabeth. You started before the buzzer, so you keep the third article as well. Those are 3 super bargains you've got there to take home with you, Elizabeth. Colin, you have £7. I must let you know, because you and Mary are fairly low at the moment, but you've still got something to spend. Which items would you like in 5 seconds, giving us the sale price starting now?
The tea's made £2.95, the tea set £2.40, and the electric blanket 95 pence.
You've gone for the same ones as Elizabeth. You can have those. You can still say the same as everybody else. Those are yours, Colin. Mary, £5 you have to spend if you want to.
Made
Wait a minute. No. 5 seconds and the sale price starting now.
The tea's made £2.95. I'd better not do any more.
All right, now that's yours, Mary, a tea's maid. Haven't you got a tea's maid at home?
No.
Who's the tea's maid at the moment? Is it
My
you?
husband.
Oh, your husband's the
Yeah,
tea's maid.
saving the
Well,
job.
isn't that sweet? You bought it for him, really, so you won't have to get up. What we're going to do now is add up what each contestant has spent, round it off to the nearest pound. Well, while we're doing that, we're going to leave you for a few moments. But do stay tuned, because we want you to see some of the other marvellous bargains we have on offer in the second half of the programme, and we also want you to see which of our contestants tonight goes to the sale of the century. Well, welcome back to the sale of the century. While you're away, we added up what each contestant has spent, rounded it off to the nearest pound. And the situation now is that Elizabeth has £14. She's way in the lead because Mary Lee's only got £2 and Colin Scrimger's only got £1. I must say, we've never had a situation where at half-time 2 of them had so little money left. But of course, you're well in the game. You've only got 1 question right, and you're back therein. But I must warn you that if you go below £1, you're out completely. You stay in the game and enjoy the fun, but no longer in the contest. All right, so for £3 still, other than human beings, what animals are regarded as the natural inhabitants of Gibraltar? Elizabeth.
Apes.
That's right, yes, the Barbary apes. Do you know the superstition about those Barbary apes?
Well, if they go, Gibraltar will not belong to us.
That is the superstition. Well done, Elizabeth. You have a lot of information. Have you read a lot in your time?
No, not particularly, no. I don't think so.
Where was Rudolph Valentino, the great romantic lover of the silent films, born? His name should tell you. The raspberry doesn't tell you. No, he was born in Italy. You're too inhibited, you two. You're terrified of getting out of it, aren't you? All right, for £3. In which country is the village of Malplaquet the site of the famous Battle of 1709? Elizabeth.
Belgium?
No, it was France, Elizabeth. £3 gone back, I'm afraid, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
On what great African river is the Kariba Dam? Colin, you should know that. Your daughters are in South Africa, aren't they? The Zambezi River. Yes, that's right. Not the Zambezi in South Africa. That's further north, of course. You probably know New York in USA. Where in Great Britain is New York? Any East Anglian should know that. New York? Someone in the audience knows. Let's ask the audience. Anybody in the audience know where New York is? In Lincolnshire, yes, right. It's near Boston.
Yeah.
Didn't you know that? All right. What street in New York is called the Great White Way? Elizabeth.
Manhattan?
No, the Great White Way is Broadway, you know, where all the show, the theatres and everything are. On what continent are lyrebirds found? Down in the Antipodes. What continent?
Australia.
Australia. You recognise my accent.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
thank you very much, Elizabeth. You have £3 back again, though. And there goes the bell. We have another instant bargain. I think Elizabeth's on her own for this one. All right. What is this instant bargain, Peter Marshall?
For only £3.65, including fitting, you can get on the road with a complete new set of tyres in the garage at £54.
Yes, your husband's in the audience. Does he want any tyres?
Oh, yes.
Oh, the raspberry's gone. You didn't think up your mind in time. You only allowed 5 seconds in which to make up your mind, Elizabeth. You should have pressed and given your husband 5 new tyres to take home. All right, you still have £14, Elizabeth. Colin has £1 still. Mary has 2. Don't be inhibited. Have a go, as Wilfred Pickles used to say. Now the questions go up to £5. All right, a fairly simple one. In which country was the famous explorer Vasco da Gama born? Colin.
Portugal.
Portugal. All right, Colin, you're back in there now. £6 to you now, Colin. Now, this is a toughie. What is meant by the term hyperbole? Elizabeth,
It's a term in grammar syntax,
That's right.
meaning
what does it mean?
two things are balancing equal comparison.
Oh, no, it means extravagant phrasing. Sometimes I go into a hyperbole of speech, get rather carried away with myself. No, I'm sorry, Elizabeth,
Yeah,
you've
that's
lost
out.
£5. You're back to 9. Colin's on 6. It's a real low-scoring game. Mary's on 2. One of the following is not a blue cheese. Would you care to name it? Gorgonzola, Roquefort, Bel Paese. One's not a blue cheese. Which one is it? Oh, come on, you're licking your lips at the Bel Paese, of course. Didn't you know? Wow, how many weeks after Easter Day is Whit Sunday? Elizabeth.
6.
No, it's 7, Elizabeth. 7, and the audience have confirmed it to you. I'm sorry you've lost another £5. Elizabeth, you're back to 4. Colin's got 6, 1, 2. All right. Now, a question for music lovers. In the work of what great German composer does the Knight of the Swan called Lohengrin appear? The composer. And there go Wagner, Richard Wagner. Didn't you know that, any of you? All right. A one for garden lovers. What garden flower is variously known as heartsease, 3 faces under a hood, or herb trinity? Elizabeth.
Pansy.
A pansy, yes, or the viola. Have you got any pansies in your garden, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Anyway, you've got £5 back again. And there go the chimes, another instant bargain. Colin can resist, he can buy a bargain, so can Elizabeth. But Peter Marshall, will you tell us what it is, please?
Gentlemen, for only £4.55, you can have this £56 fitted mahogany wardrobe.
And you've all got wardrobes at home, all right. You can resist a bargain. For £4.55, a super wardrobe. Colin, wouldn't you like that? You felt you'd have been too edgy with only £1 left, do you? All right, so you've resisted that bargain. You've so far only got something in the open sale. The questions are still worth £5. Now, can you spell miscellaneous? Elizabeth.
MISCELLANEOUS.
That is perfectly correct, Elizabeth. You have £5 more. Now, what British politician has campaigned most of her life against the sport of boxing? Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Summerskill.
That is right.
Edith
Baroness,
Summerskill.
yes, Baroness Summerskill. Well done, Elizabeth. £5 more. Did the French Revolution break out in 1779, 1789, or 1799? You're not going to be bitten. You're not going to be tempted, are you? 1789. In which country was the novelist Baroness Orczy, who wrote The Scala Pimpernel, born? Her name should tell you. Where was she born? In Hungary. Which word describes verse that does not rhyme? Elizabeth.
Blank verse.
Blank verse. It's very easy, really, isn't it? £24 to you now, Elizabeth. What nationality could precede the following? Coffee, sea, setter, whiskey. What nationality? It's in the British Isles. Irish. Irish coffee, Irish
yes.
sea,
Oh,
Irish
then get
setter,
Brazil.
Irish whiskey. All right. Would an Eustachian, I'll spell it, E-U-S-T-A-C-H-I-A-N, Eustachian tube be found in a ship, an ear, or a subway? Elizabeth.
An ear.
Yeah, well done, Elizabeth. You have £5 more. Aventine and Quirinal. And there goes the gong. We have no more time. And whoever has most money in front of them at this particular moment is our winner and goes to the sale of the century. It's Elizabeth Page from Whittington, King's Lynn. All right. Well, it was a very exciting contest, even if it was a low-scoring one. Mary Lee, you have £2. Those £2 are yours. You can take them home with you. You also, with your money, bought a beautiful vacuum cleaner and a magnificent carpet, and you won one item in the open sale. Mary, the total value of the goods you bought is £143. You haven't done too bad,
I haven't,
have you?
no.
You're happy with that. Good,
Yes.
Mary. Colin, you have £6 in front of you. That's yours. You bought 3 items in the open sale, value of those £41, so you haven't gone home empty-handed. Elizabeth Page, you bought just 3 items in the open sale. The total value of your 3 items was £41. But would you now please come and join me? Congratulations. Well done. Well, how did you feel during the contest, Elizabeth? Did you think you were going to win?
No,
You didn't?
no,
Well,
not
I think
at all.
most of us did, but the other two hadn't got much at half time. Anyway, Elizabeth, you now have £25, which you can spend with me in the sale of the century. Elizabeth, are you a golfer? Well, what about this? Now, if you're not a golfer, does your husband play golf?
No, not yet.
Well, you might be able to start a whole new way of life, because look, this complete golfing outfit, both for a man's golfing, complete set of clubs for a man and for a woman. It's complete also with the trolley and the umbrella and the golf bags, all those golfing clothes and the golf balls. Absolutely everything there. In fact, you've got pretty well everything there a golfer could want except the golf links.
Yes.
And that would normally cost you £392, and we're offering it tonight for £44. Elizabeth, well, you could come back next week, you know. For £44, you could start a whole new way of life. Think about it, anyway, think about it. Elizabeth, do you like to hear music and records? Do you listen to the wireless a lot?
Yes.
Well, move over there, will you, Elizabeth? Get to the other side, and we'll look at this, because this is a 4-speaker, complete stereo sound. You can surround yourself with sound. 3-wave band, that is medium wave, long wave, and FM radiogram. And that's an automatic record player there. Fully automatic, and it is all housed inside this beautiful Queen Anne walnut cabinet. £215 that will cost you in the shops, Elizabeth, the whole of that complete, and we're offering it tonight for £26. Yes, I can see you smile, but you're not quite sure. Elizabeth, what is your dining room suite like at home?
Well, it's Queen Anne and walnut.
Queen Anne walnut. Well, this would go with it, wouldn't it, behind? But just walk around this particular dining room suite and look at it very closely. Walk all the way around. Mind the funny light hanging down there. It looks like an elephant's trunk. Anyway, that is a teak, solid teak dining room table with 6 chairs and the sideboard and this bar here, which I'm standing behind. All of it complete. It would cost you normally £321, and we're offering it tonight for £39. You could come back for that if you wanted to, Elizabeth. Come and join me again. You think your own walnut one is... cross over in front of me. Elizabeth, have you got a mink coat?
No.
Would you like to own a mink coat, Elizabeth? Would you like to own a mink coat, Elizabeth? Come on, say, would you like to own a mink coat?
There aren't enough minks for my size.
Try it on, all right, all right. Go on, Jenny, take it off and try it on, Elizabeth. Go on, put it on, because I'll tell the viewers that this is a black fox paw fur coat with blue fox trimmings. And Elizabeth, as you put it on, I will tell you that it would normally cost £290. That's £290 of pure fur. Elizabeth, tonight we are offering all that for £28.75. No, would you when I've done like this? It's all fixed for £28. All right, does it fit you, Elizabeth? Well, it could be made to fit you. Look, Elizabeth, you only have really 10. Do you want to come back next week? Let me ask you that first. Because you could, if you wanted to, compete against 2 new contestants, and you'd have to start from scratch again. And if you beat those 2 new contestants and won, then what you won that week will be added to what you've already got this week, and then you could buy maybe the golf set or the dining room table and the fox fur. Would you like to come back again? Would you like to speak to your husband? He's in the audience, I know.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Page, look, would you like to come and join us? He hasn't, he just come straight down. He's a man of action, isn't he? Mr. Page, he walked straight down there. He said, all right, come and stand here between Jenny and Elizabeth. Turn around that way so that... You don't really? You're going to come back next week, are you?
Yes, I think I shall have to.
You don't want the fur coat, Elizabeth?
No, not really.
Not really? You don't need it. You've got a nice coat to keep you warm.
I'd have the one he bought me.
Ah, isn't that nice? You'd rather have the one. Isn't that sweet? And she likes, what can you say? And she likes the dining room table that she's got. You're not
Yes.
interested in hi-fi. You're not golfers.
No.
Well, I think you've made a courageous but probably correct decision, Elizabeth. You will come back next week. Jennifer, would you take them both away? And I'll tell the viewers that next week, Elizabeth Page is going to come back again. She's going to compete against 2 new contestants. And if she's successful against them, starting from scratch, then the money she earns next week will be added to what she has now, and then once more she'll go to the Sailor Century. It might be her, it might be somebody else. Tune in at the same time next week. Until then, from all of us here, goodbye.